Muhammad Umar Farooq Biological Video. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share. Ask the question for answer and comment about the artwork. You can also answer question to each other for solving the problem in the comment below. So today we will discuss about the PCR. That is the polymerase chain reaction. What is the polymerase chain reaction? We will discuss in this whole video about the polymerase chain reaction. And first of all, I want to say that the polymerase chain reaction or PCR is used for identification of DNA segment. It means the segment of the DNA is identified by some reason. So the and play role in biotechnology for making a DNA segment to insert into the bacteria plasmid to use as a vector to produce a substance with a gene of interest. So this polymerase chain reaction we will discuss. So first of all, we should understand that DNA. So here is the DNA. DNA contain 3' and to 5' and with the phosphate group attached with the ribose sugar, while the adenine attached with the thymine is the nitrogen base and guanine is attached with the cytosine. That is the 4 nitrogenous base are present in the DNA. So let's talk about here is the DNA. That is the molecular structure of the DNA which contain a ribose sugar, and that's backbone of the phosphate group and ribose sugar is attached. So that is the antiparallel. Antiparallel mean here is the basically 5' to 3' bond with the phosphate of the ribose sugar. So the ribose sugar contain carbon number 3 to 5 is, and on the other strand is the antiparallel, which that is the opposite of the parallel strand. So that is here is basically the negative charge are present in the oxygen with the containing a phosphate group. So that means the overall DNA contain a negative charge. So that is why gel electrophoresis is used for the for it due to the negative charge. So we will not understand about that, but here is polymerase chain reaction containing machine is known as the thermal cycler. So these thermal cycler contain a many component. For example, DNA sample which that is desired, or gene of interest which that is using for it, while the primer is used, and nucleotide contains cytosine, adenine, guanine and thymine, while the primer is used for the beginning of the DNA strand binding the antiparallel strand. So let's talk about that. So is the Taq polymerase enzyme is used also, and mixed buffer is also used, and PCR tube is used for it. So that is the basically the, their step is the PCR. One cycle contain denaturation, which that is 95 degrees Celsius, while annealing is a 55 degrees Celsius and extension is a 72 degrees Celsius temperature. So the changing of the temperature is important. So here is the polymerase chain reaction. We will discuss step by step to understand what is the polymerase chain reaction. And here is the biological technique that help to produce several copies of DNA outside of any cell genome. So it means the copy of the DNA segment will be produced by it without any natural environment. So here is the developed by Kary Mullis. That is the Kary Mullis is the 1993, which that is due to the Nobel Prize is given by that achievement. So this development we will discuss. So the main objective of using a PCR is to produce a huge number of DNA copies. So the DNA copies production is reason wise. So why we will discuss. So therefore the first essential component of whole process. So that is the first essential component of the whole process is the basically desired DNA. So desired DNA which that is used for it. So the reaction mixed also contain all 4 deoxyribonucleotide triphosphate. For example, deoxyribonucleic acid triphosphate and cytosine triphosphate, guanosine triphosphate, and thymine triphosphate. And DNA polymerase is also used for it. So, mechanism and working about the polymerase chain reaction is in three steps. So three step is first step is the denaturation at 94 degrees Celsius temperature. So the previous cycle is a rest due to the changing of the temperature. So after this changing of the temperature again and again to produce the copy of the gene. So the DNA is denaturation. So the DNA is extracted from the tissue or something which that is used for the identification. For example, the crime or something. So that is used for it. So here is the DNA which has denature. And this denaturation of DNA is due to the high temperature and the environment which that is we are providing into the thermal cycler is primer which that is also a nucleotide something and a DNA sample. So the DNA naturation will be occur and here is the DNA denaturation. So the denaturation into the complete single stranded. So this conversion into single stranded 5 prime to 3 and 3 prime to 5 is the antiparallel and contain a nitrogenous species the opposite is like a adenine always contain thymine and thymine always contain guanine cytosine always contain guanine and that is the cytosine with guanine is triple bond of hydrogen bonding while the adenine with thymine is the double bond. So let's here is we will discuss about annealing after the denaturation in the presence of 54 degrees Celsius temperature. So this DNA double stranded is here which that is basically primer in the mixture which has attached the primer attachment where the 5 prime end of the nucleotide of the DNA. So that means attachment is go and the polymerase Taq polymerase enzyme is attached with the binding region where the attachment site of the nucleotide. So the thermal aquaticus thermophile bacteria which that is present in the hot spring or hot environment of the water half hot environment which that is the thermus aquaticus bacteria which that used to bind the attachment site of the nucleotide attachment site of the primer and to begin the polymerase chain reaction that is the polymerase enzyme which that is further one by one nucleotide come and attached by the polymerase Taq polymerase enzyme. So this polymerase enzyme is important for um, for uh, for basically going to annealing process. So this is the annealing process is the first and it is the precursor of extension when temperature again will be rise by the machine thermal cycler when we will arise the temperature again by 540 degrees Celsius to 72 degrees Celsius and that will be extension will occur and beginning of the extension is due to the 72 degrees Celsius temperature in the environment. So here is the basically annealing process. Annealing process is the ready for the attachment of nucleotide and polymerase enzyme Taq polymerase. So that is the extension at 72 degrees Celsius. It is optimum temperature for polymerase start working. So that is why the polymerase enzyme used to start working in the presence of 72 degrees Celsius. So that means the one by one nucleotide will become come that is the basically complementary nucleotide which that is a single stranded bind with a complementary strand again. So that means again two DNA segment will be formed from the one segment of the DNA by the denaturation. So you should remember about that. So that is a complementary strand will be occur. So one enzyme is also used Thermococcus Thermococcus luteolaris. which that is used. Why? Because it is exonuclease, because exonuclease activity. Why? Because exonuclease enzyme is come from the Thermococcus littoralis is the bacteria which that used to exit of this enzyme, because it is unable to take polymerase exit. So here's the 30 to 40 cycle produces a billion copy of DNA. These copies are further analyzed for identification in the agarose-gel electrophoresis. We will discuss in the next video about the agarose-gel electrophoresis, but here we will not understand about the gel electrophoresis because it is another video. So let's talk about the polymerase chain reaction. Polymerase chain reaction is the one segment of the DNA is convert into the billion of segment of DNA by the denaturation, annealing process and extension. So these enzymes used to second cycle, third cycle, fourth cycle and many more to produce a billion of copy. For example, one cycle produce 2 DNA and 2 DNA in the second cycle will produce 4 DNA segment. So these third to produce 16 and so on 8 to 16. So that is the basically mechanism to understand the polymerase chain reaction. So why it's occur and why it's useful, I will explain about that. It is used for the basically it is used for the identification of gene in the gel electrophoresis, as well as the segment can be inserted by our gene interest. So that is the amplification to identify as well as to insert into the bacterial plasmid as a vector to produce some desired substance, for example insulin, etc. So the practical modification of PCR is also used. For example, here is the DNA. So the nested PCR is used, improve the synthesis and specificity. So that means here is the DNA which contain a target sequence. So the target sequence is the desired sequence. So first run PCR cycle to produce, but here is the target sequence is not correctly read. So that means the unwanted primer annealing process to begin to produce the unwanted DNA segment. So the first primer is attached in the right way. So the target sequence is here. So you can see. So the next is the product will be formed is here. So this product is not too much useful as compared to the next product we will discuss. So here is the desired sequence is the middle of this DNA segment. So we are getting the desired segment of the DNA. So the second run will be ultimately correct by the second primer attachment. So the second primer attachment in the near to the target site or target sequence where we are achieving that desired segment of DNA. So that is the second run. After the second run, you can see that the second primer will be attached and the target sequence will be modified, and so that is why it is the modification of the PCR by the nested PCR system or improve the sensitivity and specificity. So that is the specificity which that is the target sequence. So remember, so the uncontaminated final product, it means the contamination will be decreased by this process, while on the other hand the one more modification is used for the PCR is known as the RT-PCR amplification. So the RT-PCR amplification is basically we will discuss in this next steps. You can follow it. So here is the RT-PCR amplification which that used for the identification of virus. For example, the viral genome identification It means the viral genome are affected in the human body. So we can check the saliva of the human, which that is used if infected the viral infection, which that is present in the saliva, that is virus, and we can separate that sample and use for the polymerase chain reaction. So here is the tissue. When infected tissue is used, so this, for example, infected tissue or sample is come from the, here is the baby which that is infected by the virus, influenza virus or something, you can say that is the coronavirus. So that is basically coronavirus we can identify by this process, which that is taking the sample, and first is the taking sample and second is the RNA extraction. So the RNA extracted from the sample is used for the third process is known as the reverse transcription. So this reverse transcription used to produce DNA. So that DNA is the identification, was used for the identification. So that is the RT-PCR amplification is used. So the identification used for the probe. So that probe is used the fluorescence. For example, the producing the color. So that is the probe is known as the dye of the DNA. So after the basically after the denaturation to annealing to extension. So this extension is dye DNA and nucleotides add. So this DNA is dyed by the probe. So that probe is attached. So this probe is attached if the RNA or DNA is present in the viral is compared to the viral genome, it can be identified what is the type of virus or what is this and what is the genome. If we will match into the gel electrophoresis of the coronavirus or some virus gene segment, which that is we can compare to identify that. So that means here is the graph, which that is the fluorescence in intensity is the vertical, while the horizontal is the copying cycle. So the produce the copy, the more copy will be produced if the DNA are present, viral DNA are present. So the fluorescence intensity will be show, and that's shows the fluorescent, it means the positive, either negative. So on the other hand, one more touchdown PCR process modification, which that is this type of PCR modification help to avoid non-specific attachment of primer. It means the non-specific primer, for example, will be add, and that primer is not need to understand, so that we cannot see that primer. So the specific annealing and temperature to attach specific size. For example, the specific temperature required for the attachment of the specific nucleotide. So that means the gradually decrease the temperature to use annealing process, and this annealing process is used for the decreasing of the gradually temperature to desired segment of the basically primer, which that is add. On the other hand, asymmetrical PCR is also used, which that is only one strand DNA sequence. It's slow amplification. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel and share this video and support by the subscription. So I hope you make sense. Next video we will also understand about the gel electrophoresis.